Today we're going to talk about shields and RPGs. Hi everyone, my name is Isaac Shaker and I'm the host of the Setting the Stage podcast where I interview GMs about their campaign settings. This video is part of the quarterly Tabletop Community Spotlight on the Tales from Elsewhere Discord server. The theme this quarter is shields and cover. So my entry is for the game I'm working on called Wu Xing. I say working on because I'm focusing on developing my campaign setting for D&D style stuff called Cimmeria and not focusing so much on this game, but still did something for this. So here we go. Wu Xing's central resolution mechanic is tied to the 5 elements of Chinese philosophy. That's wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. The game is created with a historical China setting in mind, so specifically the Three Kingdoms period, but any time before the Yuan dynasty should work. And in that period, shields were a very useful defensive tool for keeping you alive during melee combat. So for defenses, there are 3 types of defenses in Wu Xing: dodge, physical resistance, and mental resistance. And those roughly map onto the reflex, fortitude, and will saves that you might be familiar with from the D&D family of games. In Wu Xing, if you're using a shield, it increases your dodge defense by 2. And Wu Xing uses a D10 for action resolution, so that plus 2 is roughly a 20% increase in your main defensive score. Shields also let you use shield powers, so we're going to go through a few of those real quick. So first one is catch and pull. This is a wood one. We're going through them in the order for the order for the elements. It starts with wood. It's a counter ability. A lot of the shield abilities are counter abilities because that's how they work. They're not offensive. They are reactions. So in this one, when someone misses you, you can rip their weapon out of their hands with your shield. Your shield kind of bounces their weapon out of their hands. And it says it inflicts a major injury, disarm weapon. It's not exactly an injury, but it's very bad, so it's on scale with what a major injury would be. That's why it's classified that way within the game. Next to our fire abilities, we have Shield Bash, which is pretty simple. Usually when you use a shield to hit someone, instead of using it as a defensive thing, you end up not being able to use it defensively on a turn. This lets you do both. Pretty simple. Shield Throw lets you throw your shield, so you can be kind of like Captain America. Or there's other examples, but that's the main one people are familiar with. So you might as well include that as something that someone can do. And then we move on to Earth abilities. Shield Bounce, which is another Captain America thing. Lets you bounce your shield around, ricocheting off of things so that it comes back to you after you throw it. It says it gains the Chakram trait because chakrams are what do that as a natural weapon ability, and the shield is not natural having that when you throw it, so it turns it into a chakram. So you can also use your chakram powers with your shield once you have taken this. Next up is partial deflection. This is kind of like a shield being used what a shield is for. So when you're damaged by an attack, if it gets past your shield for some reason, you can still sort of take a little bit on your shield by getting it somewhat in the way. And that downgrades the injury category of that attack. So if you ended up taking a major injury, you could downgrade it to a serious injury or something, which is a lower category. Next is Quick Raise. This is another just quick one for how shields actually work. Is you're attacked while you're holding a shield and you're hit, and then you just say, no, it missed because you used it. But now this ability is used up, so you can't use it again. Next, we're going to move into metal abilities. We have Full Block Counter, and this one is a more complicated one. It's got Shield 5 as a prerequisite, so you have to have 5 other shield abilities. What it does is when you're defending against someone, usually you're spending effort to try and dodge. This lets you use as much effort as you want. And you can attack them back. So you catch something on your shield, and then you snap back with your shield to hit them. And your effort limit is removed for that attack as well, so you can spend as much effort as you want. Usually there's a limit. Next one is one that I like a lot because it's by something from the Three Kingdoms period. Straw boats borrow arrows. It's a saying in Chinese that means you're using someone else's offensive capability against them to enrich yourself. So someone attacks you, and then you can slap the attack with your shield and send it right back at them. So, cool ability. Love it. It's mostly for arrows. It's for ranged attacks. So you slap the arrow and send it back. But you could use it for like a thrown weapon as well. Next one is Step Between. This is another simple one. An ally is being attacked, and you can take the blow on your shield. But you're not necessarily hit by that attack. You might just absorb it with your shield. So that's why there's like you can spend effort to defend yourself. So you're not just automatically hit. You become the target of that attack. The last two are special ones. They're a divine beast. The black snake turtle is one of the 5 divine beasts within Chinese philosophy. It's not actually like a shield-wielding whip dart character in like the real mythology. It's just someone using a really big sword. But because it's a black snake turtle, I wanted to kind of evoke that feeling of like turtle and snake. So it lets you use a shield for the turtle half and a whip dart for the snake half. And what this style lets you do is you have to adopt a style, and since you can't do something other styles, but then you can use a whip dart, which usually requires 2 hands while using a shield. And the last one is a counter ability that Black Snake Turtle style people can use, where when you're injured by a melee attack, you can cause the person who hits you to receive the same injury that they inflicted on you. So, cool stuff. And those last 3 were water ones. I'd love to get into why there are these each different elements, but we're out of time. So thank you for listening.